This Hangout on Air is live. Okay. Why does it say this feature is disabled? Must be a control room. That sounds fun. Introducing control room. Make your broadcasting better by adjusting your guest volumes and video in real time. So I guess people could be on here also. Google Effects, of course. Settings. And screen share. So I guess, well, let's just test to make sure, like, legitimately, can we stream or not? Because if we can, then it'll change this a lot. And then we can start talking about logistics, how we'll get this set up. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm very tired. So why are these two features disabled? I wonder why. Yeah, I basically sent you guys both an invite. Did not come through? All right, let me invite again. Let's try again here. Yeah, there's that. Check again.
Microsoft side.
Oh, somebody. We're too close together.
Probably muted. Yeah.
Yeah, we were kind of wondering about that when Brenda was presenting with it, and Chris actually asked, she's like, so we're not going to be able to use Google stuff anymore? Like, what's the thing? And she's basically like, no, whatever. Whatever you guys want to use is fine. We'll support, but we're going to roll out this so that it's, because the Office stuff's more familiar for folks. Can you hear me, Matt?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
No.
It's coming out of your speakers.
Yes, it is.
I can see your little head.
You see me?
I see your video, but I see a picture of you.
Right. Okay.
I wonder if there's a way to do something.
My profile, which, because this isn't on. Now it's on. No, it's not. Now it is.
Oh, there you
go. So when we're doing this, though, we're not going to see them, are we? I mean, we're not.
Well,
Turn off video on either side.
Yeah, the way that it seems like this works, like, so for instance, I can turn you off on my end. So like on the actual streaming side, I can actually turn you off even if you join. I may even be able to default it so that people don't like interact this way. I'm not sure.
Check that email. I'll be going through.
All right. Well, I went and found an email that someone had sent you and copied and put that in. So let me try sending something. Maybe I'll just email you a link direct. Let's try that.
Look like you had you on that list. This is Ralph. Or no, I did.
No, I see it.
All right, so it looks like the quality's decent. Once we'll get Ralph on and see if it degrades at all, but the trick is, like, it's going to be hard to tell until the day of probably how bad or good this may look, because once we get 200 people in here all trying to download different things at the same time. Like that may screw us up. Yeah. Now nobody here should be watching this. They should be outside of here. So we'll just have the one person streaming up, but everyone's going to be here doing stuff basically at the same time. So, you know, even if they're just checking their email, they're just going to be up and down. So I don't know if we plan basically for like a redundant backup. So kind of like maybe we plan for, we'll just have a laptop and we'll have the video set so that, man, of course, how would I do that? So I was thinking what would be nice is if we could have a screen. Oh, maybe we can't. Hold on, let me try. So if we could basically have like the PowerPoint that they're showing there and then their face or whatever in the corner. Or we could just basically just have their face and be like, here's what the PowerPoint is to download and look at.
Well, we may need somebody back in the room pointing at the presenter because the podium's in the middle.
Yeah.
Even with the document camera, it's only pointing in a small area. If she's moving around, talking to audience, we probably need some plugged in at the back of the room that will zoom in, you know, within walking distance of the.
Yeah. So we'd have to think about that because basically the first half of the day, these rooms will be, the door will be split between them, and then for the keynote, which is during lunch, they'll open and then they'll use the other screen. So we'd have to think logistically, I guess, about where would that camera go in those different phases. And I guess, I mean, I don't know if we haven't really looked at the set list, I guess, but to pick whether or not we're doing one or two, we're not going to do both rooms.
Well, what we would want probably is to think about setting it up in one room, and then we can work with them on scheduling the things in that one room.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just say, like, this is where the camera's going to be.
Right.
So what do we think people would want to see streamed out and do that? Okay.
Yeah. They haven't finalized that, so.
I sent you a link, Ralph. I just emailed you directly with the Hangouts link.
Yeah, the Hangouts had a download point.
Oh, okay.
There's a
So I
screen.
guess let's figure out what would be options. So one is we could have a camera set up, hooked up to the laptop. How would that work if we had a camera set up? Like, would it just basically stream into here? Or how would we even do
We would
that?
almost have to have a camera here turned around facing out.
Okay.
So if Matt's presenting, the laptop would have to be within range, clipped onto the laptop, pointing out that way.
Gotcha. Do we have a camera that'll do that kind of thing? That'll be better quality than just the webcam on here, or the?
It's meant for laptop, we'll turn it around, one of the ones that's
Mhm.
got sitting on top of the
Oh, you mean just like a basic? Yeah. Okay.
external webcam.
Gotcha. Okay. So we could do something like that and basically just have a laptop set up. As long as it can plug in somewhere, we can just, aim the camera wherever we want it to be. And then just you move that laptop as the room setup changes, basically.
We have to test, we do have network ports in the far back of the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It would have to be plugged in back there. We brought up to the first column.
Yeah. And then basically point the camera the way we
And
want to.
point the camera to cover, you know, lose a section of the room, so you don't
Yeah.
have to move the camera, feel like you're following somebody else.
Yes. And then, like you said, then if we've got it on, so we can see the PowerPoint and see the presenter walking around a little bit. But then we don't have to worry about having a screen share set up or something like that. So PowerPoint slides, but they'll just be able to see just like anybody else in the audience.
Well,
Yeah, it'd be nice to have slides.
the thing is, so if you were doing this, there's a screen share. So what on here? But I don't think you can, and I'm looking at this, entire screen, Google Hangout.
Well, if you got the screen share, then we can screen share off the desktop.
Right.
So
So,
as they're flipping it, you're seeing it live.
so you may be able to do both. So you may have a full screen, but then also a screen. That's what I'm looking at. It says entire screen, Google Hangout. I don't know.
Because I guess that would be the other way to go.
In other words,
Instead of
is-
having a laptop set up, you just basically have that
Oh.
screen out.
I don't know what I just did now.
Instead, as they're clicking through their slides, you'll just see them clicking through their slides. And the trick would be, where do we set a camera here so that it will capture the presenter. And then that would be more complicated for the middle part unless we move one of those to the middle somewhere.
The other thing I wonder,
Well, it would have to be something like this.
Yeah.
Or we would run it up to the podium in the middle, and it would just capture a room, part of the room.
Yeah.
the other thing is that you can, if not, then you can, there's a group chat, and you could enter in the resource in the group chat, and they could get
that's
it,
true.
they could get the link that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
At
they
least,
could
I mean,
just
just so they
basically
know
follow
that in this, and it's in that
Yeah.
whole video.
And they could have the PowerPoint themselves.
Right.
And so this is
So they would have to flip themselves, basically.
Yeah, they would have to flip themselves, but
It also could use it. Well, see, I don't know if this wouldn't work as well. But I was just saying we could have this computer join the Hangout, and so maybe when they, because I don't know if that would work with Hangouts on it. So the regular Hangout, you could just pick who you want to see, and then you just have the PowerPoint on one and the person on the other,
Right.
basically like two videos. But I don't know if that would really work with the Hangout on there. I don't know if it'll let you like flick over and see what Ralph was doing or whatever.
so this is, yeah, this is screen share here, but I don't.
And you can pick what window you want it to do or things like that. Like it'll only share what you want it to share theoretically.
I guess that's only, I don't know what that means.
So then you right now will look like your screen, basically.
That's whenever I have.
Here as well.
Are they in good quality?
That's not bad.
Quite a bit, too.
Yeah, so then.
I mean, that would be pointing at the presenter.
Can you point it at him and all? I mean, if you're right there, depending where, thinking about where, we'd have to move it.
We could do it. So then as the presenter basically talking to the audience, we can have that captured basically. And it would be nice, let me see if we can do this, I don't know if it'll do that or not, but what would be nice is then, again, then if we basically have, the slides are the main thing, and then just down in the corner, you see basically the person doing their business and talking and doing all that stuff. I wonder if there's a way to make it do that. I've used other services that let you do that, but I don't know if Hangouts on Air will do that. Because the other ones I always used were for like just direct recording, you're just recording yourself.
Right.
And they weren't live or anything like this. And then it would really just be a matter of, then you can just see the presenter. It's not like there was critical information. Once they've got on their slides, and they're talking about, as long as you can hear them and see what they're talking about, then you're good. So let me see if I can figure out how that works. The other question, I guess, is making sure that we can hear them. So I guess if are we planning probably, but they are, we'll probably have to present mics, right?
This has a video capture built in, if we wanted to pre-record.
I mean,
Let's see here. So right now, it's actually. Let's see the video recording.
yeah.
So it'll create a file based on
Video it sees.
this document camera. I don't know what kind of file it'll be, but we can always check it out and test it.
Well, let's. So I guess maybe see if you can log into Hangouts and see if you can broadcast. Like, can you select the document camera in the video screen? Right, like so we'll let you, because it'll let, like, obviously we pick different microphones depending on what I got plugged in here. I wonder if like Hangouts will recognize the document camera as a video source or not. Let me see if I can figure out how to make this thing. Put a little box in the corner. If I was going to screen share, test page, could I also? There's that. Let me put myself in the video.
You're live.
There we go.
Now, let's see here. Switch over.
So can you basically in your video settings, so click that little gear box at the, or gear at the top there, and you select the document camera as the video source, like basically your camera.
Where it says settings, yeah.
So we'll see it.
Okay, hit save, and then go up there, up to the top. Is that not on? Is that video camera not on?
Turn this off.
Okay, that's on.
All right, so it looks like the moral of the story is that he doesn't have to touch the button. You can push to have picture-in-picture, but you can make it do that. So, okay, so if we could do that, how do we want to do this? So, I mean, easy enough, like to your point, Ralph, like we could use the document camera, but if we won't see it, we could just plug in a webcam to that thing. Like,
Yes.
we can just do that. That's easy enough to do. And then we could have it capturing the presenter, basically.
Make sure it's not because I have this guy open.
Then how would we capture the audio? Because I do like the idea, if we can do it, of just using this guy. It's already hardwired in, so how could this?
The reason why is because there is, I'll catch on yours.
Here, you know what I'll do? I'll turn mine off and let's try to hang
There we
on
go.
there, started from there.
What it was is since I had it open individually or through its own software,
Oh, it's
it
taking
would
it
not
over.
pick up the camera separately. So as soon as I turned that one off, this one came on.
So how would we capture audio if we wanted to just stream out of this guy? Would we basically be able to plug, well, you've got a directional mic you said here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically plug this in, aim this towards where we think the presenter should be talking, or would we even just aim it as a speaker?
Well, all I would do is point it straight up because the speaker's in the ceiling. No matter where she's at
They'll
with a
catch it.
wireless mic, that speaker will be on,
Got it, okay.
and that'll pick it up.
So let's try to do a test of that and see how that sounds. I'm gonna cancel my hangout. We'll start one over here, and then what we'll do is would have to be seen between two that. That one. Okay.
Right. So